everybody, it's the War Hipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial, and today we are painting the all-new Drukhari Archon. Yes, the new multi-part plastic kit that Games Workshop very kindly sent me early to build up and paint with all of you, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing today. So, I built it this way, with a little flamey thing and the husk blade, I think is what that's called, and it just looks awesome. It's a really cool upgunning for the Archon kit, and it's a very nice model. I hope to see some Kabalites or something in the future, but without any Kabalites to do, we're going to do the Archon now. So she has been primed in Grey Seer, and we're going to be going for Kabal of the Black Heart, I believe is the colour scheme. It's the box art, it's that sort of greenish one, and the colour we're going to be using first is Terradon Turquoise, and we're going to be applying this over the top of all of our Archon's armour. So with all that Terradon Turquoise applied, we're now going to take some Black Templar, and we're going to apply this over the top. So with all that Black Templar applied, what we're then going to do is we're going to take some Sigvald Burgundy, and we're going to apply this over the top of the cloak. With that Sigvald Burgundy applied to the outside of the cloak, to the inside of the cloak, we're going to use some Doomfire Magenta. So with that Doomfire Magenta all applied, what we're then going to do is we're going to take a roughly 1-to-1 mix of Lahmian Medium and Volupus Pink, and we're going to apply this over both the inside and the outside of the cloak. There's a little shade. So with that cloak all shaded, we're now going to take some Skeleton Horde. We're going to apply this over top of the tabard. Whilst we wait for that Skeleton Horde to fully dry, we're going to take some Agrax Earthshade, And we're going to apply this over top of the blade. And so now that the tabard is fully dry, we're going to take some Seraphim Sepia. And we're going to apply this over top of it. Just add a little bit of extra warmth. Just whilst we wait for that to dry, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Shyish Purple and we're going to apply this over top of the two cords. So we've got one just here, like that, and we've got this one around the neck as well. Next up, we're going to use two colours, Doomfire Magenta and Shyish Purple. I'm going to apply this over top of the flames. So we're going to start with the Doomfire Magenta. I'm going to apply this over the top of all those little flames. Like so. Then we're going to wash the brush, grab a little bit of Shyish Purple towards the tops of the flames. We're going to apply the Shyish Purple like so. Need a little bit more. There we go. So with that all done, our next colour is going to be some striking Scorpion Green. I'm going to apply this over top of this cable on her shoulder. Our husk blade should be fully dry by now, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some Targor Rageshade. We're going to do just a little bit of blending here. It's quite a subtle effect. So what we're going to do is here across the back of the blade, so we're going to apply some Targor Rageshade there, bring it down to around about halfway, wash the brush, touch off the water, and then we're going to blend it like that into the rest of the blade. And then similarly on the other side towards the base, we're going to do it up the other way. So we're going to just take a little bit more than that. There we go. Up to around about there. Wash the blush. Wash the blush. Touch off the water. And then blend it back the other way. Like so. So with that all done, we're now going to take some Poxwalker. We're going to apply this over top of the face. Just here. So with that all done, our next colour is going to be some thinned down Iron Warriors. And we're going to apply this over top of, well, basically any details that you want to be silver. So this is going to be the big sort of blade thing here on the back. It's going to be over the top of any of these little hooks that you might have scattered around. And if you've equipped yours with a gun, This would be where you would do things like the barrel and the mechanical areas of that. And so with that all done, we're now going to take some thinned down Retributor Armour. I'm going to apply this over top of all of our remaining details. So with that all done, we're now going to apply some shades. And the first of these is going to be some Aggaros Dunes. And we're going to apply this over top of all the gold. And with that Aggaros Dunes all applied, we're then going to take some Nuln Oil. We're going to apply this over top of the silver. And so with that all done, we are then just on the back of the cloak, on the outside of the cloak, going to take some Druchii Violet. I'm going to apply this over the top. So with that all done, our Archon is now what I would call a War Hipster battle ready, and it's looking pretty good. However, we're not going to leave it there, of course not. No, we're going to take it to the next level. I'm going to do this by adding some highlights. Now, the first of these is going to be some thinned down Kabalite Green. I'm going to use this to highlight all of our dark green armor. And so with that Kabalite Green all applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Sybarite Green. I'm going to use this to add some little spot highlights to the sharpest points in all that armour. With that Sybarite Green all applied, if you want to add a little bit of extra depth to the armour, we're going to take some Nuln Oil. And we're just going to apply this over the top of the flat parts of the armour panels. Like that sort of thing. And so with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Gauss Blaster Green. I'm going to use this on the absolute corners of all of that armour. So for example, just there. So with that Gauss Blaster Green all applied, as you can see we've also applied it over top of the eye lenses. What we're going to do next is we're going to take some thinned down Moot Green. I'm going to use this over the top of the areas around the eye lenses and that sort of front grille. And so with that all done, we then want to use a tiny amount of Tesseract Glow over the top of the eye lens. So with that all done, It might seem a little bit early, but what we're going to do next is we're going to take some thinned down Ironbreaker. I'm going to use this to highlight all of the silver, but the reason we're doing this as early as we are is because we have all these little spikes and stuff across the armour, and we're also going to pick those out with the Ironbreaker. So with that all done, we're now going to take some thinned down pink horror. I'm going to use this to highlight the inside of the cloak. But what we will also do with the pink horror is we're going to use this to highlight, as like more of a spot highlight, the outside of the cloak. So with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Emperor's Children. I'm going to use this to add some little spot highlights to the sharpest points on the inside of the cloak. So with that all done, the cloak is now finished, so we can move on. And we're going to take some thinned down Pallid Witch Flesh. I'm going to use this to highlight the blade. So with that all done, our next colour is going to be some thinned down Screaming Skull. I'm going to use this to highlight that tabard. And with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Liberator Gold. I'm going to use this to highlight all of our gold. And so with that all done, to finish off our Archon, we're going to take two colours, Volupus Pink and Terradon Turquoise. I'm going to use this to paint in any of the cracked soul stones scattered around. So I'm going to start with the Volupus Pink. I'm just going to apply this over top of the gems either side of the middle, just here, like that. And we're going to apply the Volupus Pink over the top of the one on the chest. And the one on the forehead. And then for all the others, I'm going to use the Terradon Turquoise. And there we have it, with the base now complete. Our Archon of the Cabal of the Black Heart is now finished. And I really enjoyed painting this one. I think Drukhari are a lot more fun to paint than Eldari because there's a lot more straight lines. And it just makes for like kind of that, getting that really shiny sort of blackish green armor. Just makes it really simple to do, and it makes it a lot of fun as well. It's nice and precise, but really easy. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel, and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/warhipster, just like all of these wonderful, amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member. by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.